You finish your mix, it sounds clean, balanced, and then you compare to a pro track and it sounds way quieter? You turn it up, compress it more, limit it more, but somehow it still doesn't hit the same. Let's talk about why that happens and how loudness before and after the mastering are two completely different worlds. I'm Casata Cruz, DJ and producer, and today we will cover everything that has to do with loudness in music production. I promise you, you'll be an expert after this video. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and now let's get to it. Right, let's talk about what loudness actually is. So let's cover some theory first, and don't worry if it feels overwhelming. It's so complex. So when most people hear the word loudness, they think about meters, peaks, dBs, and red lights. But loudness is really about how loud the music feels over time, and not just the tallest peak on your waveform. There are three different ideas that you need to separate in your head: peaks, RMS, and lufs. Peak is the highest instantaneous level. It's the safety check that stops you from clipping. RMS is the average energy over time. That's the body of your mix, the part that feels dense and full. And lufs is a modern loudness standard that tries to match how humans actually perceive volume. Within lufs, you see three different views: momentary, what it feels like right now; short term, what it feels like across the last few seconds; and integrated, what the whole track averages out to. And here's the punchline: two different sounds can hit the exact same peak, but feel wildly different in loudness. Already feeling confused? But after this video, you will have show-off knowledge for every techie music production conversation. Let me give you an example. A sharp clap has high peak and low RMS. Lots of snap, not much body. A long pad has moderate peak and higher RMS. Less snap, more weight. The gap between peak and RMS is called the crest factor. More gap usually means more punch and transient clarity. Less gap means denser, flatter, and if you overdo it, a lifeless sound. And one more mindset shift: 0 dB is just a digital ceiling. Staying under it doesn't tell you how loud the track feels. That's why lufs exist, to measure perceived loudness and not just headroom. So how do we use it without getting lost in numbers? Split your workflow into two different jobs. Job 1, pre-master, aka mixing. Here the goal is balance, tone, groove, and punch. You are not chasing lufs here. Job 2, post-master, aka mastering. Here you'll decide how much density you want, how much punch you're willing to trade for level, and where your lufs should land for your context. Club, streaming, radio, whatever. It's so damn complex, and that is why mastering engineers spend years mastering their craft. In one sentence: peaks keep you safe, lufs keep you honest, and your ears keep you musical. Loudness isn't fixed by a limiter. It's earned in the mix and finalized in the master. And now that we're on the same page what loudness actually is, let's set realistic expectations for the pre-mastering stage. That was a lot. So let's dive into some practical examples. By the way, if you need one-to-one coaching, professional song feedback, or a remix of your track, check out my Fiverr profile. Link is in the description. And now, after this monster block of theory, I will give you straight practical advice on how to handle loudness in your mix and also in your master. So before we make anything louder, we lock three different goals: clean headroom, a merry low end, and protected transients. Loudness comes later. First, I think, is something that already came your way a lot. It's the magical -6 dB. Meaning turn almost every track down to at least -6 dB, and even more if they're extremely present. So mostly instruments with high RMS like synths and pads. And I would recommend doing this directly when you're producing. This way you always have a clear picture of your pre-master and you save headroom. Next, merry kick and bass. High pass the bass only as high as needed, usually 20 to 35 Hz to kill rumble. Then sidechain the bass to the kick, around -6 dB of gain reduction. Sub bass is usually a little bit more. Fast attack, release time to finish just before the next kick. If the groove thins out, you went too far. Protect transients early. Put a gentle clipper on the drum bus, shaving 1 to 2 dB on the loudest hits. The goal is click and punch intact without relying on a limiter. Make space, don't fight. If something masks your lead or vocal, carve 1 or 2 dB on the masker with a narrow cut instead of boosting the lead by 10. In simple words, reduce the volume on specific frequencies on parts of the track that fill a lot of space, rather than pumping up the ones that you think are too quiet. Print the pre-master clean, no brick wall limiting, no intersample overs, 2 peaks below 0, 24-bit wave. If it looks quiet, perfect. It's your runway for mastering. In mastering, we build loudness in controlled stages without flattening the music, and I will give you 5 steps, 5 moves, then done. For everything fancy, I consider a mastering engineer. Step 1. Set the input. Before any plugin, turn the song down a little so nothing hits red. Give yourself room, loudness comes after control. Step 2. Fix one tone problem, not 10. Find the one spot that's too boomy or too harsh and nudge it down a tiny bit. If you feel you need lots of big cuts, then it's usually a mixing issue. Go fix it there. Step 3. Add a touch of weight. Use a little saturation to make the mids feel fuller and the track more together. Stop the moment hi-hats start to sound fizzy. Step 4. Glue, don't squeeze. Use a gentle compressor to keep the song steady, not to crush it. Let the attacks through, let it recover quickly, and keep the gain reduction around just a kiss. If the kick loses punch, you went too far. Step 5. Get level in 2 moves. First, a soft clip to shave the tautest peaks just a little. Second, a limiter to bring the overall level up. Finally the limiter, there it is. Leave about 1 dB of safety at the top and raise the limiter until the groove just starts to feel tighter. Club prints can be a bit louder for streaming, keep some dynamics usually sounds better. But most of the time at the final stage we aim for -dB. This is our ceiling. And the final check, match the loudness of your master to the pre-master and compare. The master should feel cleaner, more stable and more confident. That's it, small moves, clear goals, music first. Let the limiter finish the job, not do the whole job. That's the #1 golden rule. And last but not least, here are also some numbers to aim for, but please don't take them as a given because they vary from genre to genre and from case to case. So I hope I shed some light on this topic. And that's it for this video. If these tips in terms of loudness helped you, please give thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. It's completely for free, so please do it. It's helping so much. And let me know your thoughts on this topic. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Until then, have an amazing day or night and see you soon.